The mosque does not offer us any solutions. Only Nomo would be able to help us, but Karman is the only person who worships Nomo now.
Water is the most important. It is our life. I learned that the day my mother hit me hard because I washed my hands with the water she had brought from the well. The animals die when there is no water, and this happens very often.
Ardo and Neme Umer are sisters who walk 20 kilometers every day to fill a bucket with water so that their mother can cook and so that the whole family can drink it. The lands close to the water belong to farmers who do not allow the shepherds to settle near their territory. Ardo and Nema have never gone to school. The daily need to get water for survival makes it impossible for them to have time for any other activity. This is the story of one of the thousands of African families that do not have regular access to water.
Yes, I remember the day when I hit Ardo because she washed her hands with the water I brought from the well. I had spent the day walking in the sun, and when I was not watching, I saw her wasting the water in this way. I could not hold myself back. I was about to kill her.
Aside from the two sisters, the family of Ardo and Nema includes their mother, father, and 6 other brothers. While the mother and the young children wait for the water and fulfill the daily household chores, the father and oldest son, Mohammed, spend the day searching for pools and pastures for the goats and cows. The animals do not belong to them, but to local stock breeders who have entrusted them with this job.
This year has not been as bad as others. Sometimes during the dry season, more than half of the animals die. We have to travel many kilometers in order to find a pool or a river so that they can drink. This is our life, one of always walking from one place to another in search of water.
The desert advances 10 kilometers per year from the border of the Sahel towards the south of the continent. It is estimated that in the last 20 years, the average time invested by women and children in search of water has increased 2-fold. There is more distance between the towns and points of water every day. Most Africans suffer diseases because of the poor quality of the water that they drink. 80% of the diseases and epidemics suffered by Africans are transmitted through the infected waters. In the world, 10 million people die every year due to polluted water. 1/3 are African. In countries like Mali, Uganda, and Ethiopia, only 20% of the population has potable water in their homes, or at least 15 minutes within walking distance. If the heating of the earth continues at its present rate, it is foreseen that in the year 2025, only 1/3 of the world population will have access to the minimal needs of water. The most affected regions will be the countries of the Sahel and Ethiopia. Africa has 3 great fluvial basins, those of the Niger, Nile, and Congo rivers. With investments and some political agreements, it would be possible to start a continental hydraulic plan that would unite the 3 basins. This work would take the water to the most needed corners of Africa. It is curious that on a continent with thousands and thousands of oil and gas pipelines, that the construction of 2,000 kilometers of water canals is considered excessive.
The truth is that we never stop working. The water takes up our morning. In the afternoon, we return to the mountain to collect dry branches that we sell in the city in order to earn some money. This is an even harder job than collecting water. I like to collect firewood and go to the city. Someday, if I can, I would like to live there. In the city, everything is much easier. The people have electricity and water without having to spend the whole day searching for it.
The main source of income for the women who live in the village of Ardo and Nema is the selling of firewood. They head to the mountain every day, cut the wood, and bundle it together in order to carry it to the market, depending on their needs. The girls who sell the wood take 2 hours on foot from the village to the city of Harar. If things go well, they can earn up to €3 a day. If things do not go well, they have to return home with the bundle of wood on their head. The money is used to buy salt and other basic foods that they purchase at the same market.
I did not go to school either, but I would have liked to. The water takes up most of our time. When my children were young, I would go for the water. Sometimes one of them would get sick and I have to decide between taking my child to the city to see the doctor or to go for water.
In the village of Ardo and Nema, just like the rest of the African continent, the sorcerers are the true heads of the water, the makers of rain.
For us, rain is the saliva of God. The sorcerer asks God to spit on us.
The sorcerer is also the shepherd of the sky. He is like a shepherd of men, animals, and plants. We all depend on him.
There is a belief that meteorology depends on the mood of the sorcerer. They need to keep him happy and give him gifts so that he will bring about the rains. When he dies, the drought will come.
When I am older, I will have a lot of children. That way I will not have to go for water or firewood. They will do the work. I will take care of the young ones and my husband as well. I would like to marry a man who will not go far away and who will not leave me alone at home with all the work.